Right now, governments are no longer denying UFO encounters. Military pilots, intelligence officers, and congressional witnesses have testified under oath that unidentified objects are entering restricted airspace. Recent US hearings confirmed hundreds of unresolved cases remain under review. The question is no longer whether something is being seen in the skies, but what it is. Across the world, Christians are asking a deeper question. Are these objects extraterrestrial visitors, advanced human technology, or something spiritual operating behind the physical world? In the 2024 Congressional UAP hearings, witnesses described objects making maneuvers that defy known aerodynamics, including instant acceleration and sudden directional shifts. Officials from the Pentagon's All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office said most cases are explainable, but some remain unresolved because of limited data or unclear origin. Radar confirmation in multiple cases has ruled out simple misidentification alone. These are documented military encounters, not internet rumors. Pilots describe objects moving with no visible propulsion, no exhaust, and no conventional flight signature, while being tracked on multiple sensors. Even with greater transparency, no government agency has confirmed evidence of extraterrestrial life or alien visitation. That leaves a widening gap between observation and explanation, and three interpretations now compete. The first is extraterrestrial. If these objects are not human, many believe they must come from another world with advanced intelligence. The second is technological. Some analysts argue they are classified human programs or foreign systems operating beyond public awareness. But the third interpretation is the most controversial. It suggests the phenomenon may involve deception that is not purely physical, but spiritual. This is where demons enter the conversation. Some theologians argue these reports could overlap with biblical warnings about deceptive spiritual entities. In the 1960s, UFO sightings surged during the Cold War, nuclear tension, and rapid military aviation advances. Governments investigated while publicly downplaying reports to avoid panic. Similar patterns appear today, as global instability and technological acceleration coincide with renewed UAP claims. Each generation reinterprets the unknown through its worldview. Modern culture favors aliens through film, media, and scientific speculation. But theological discussion keeps another framework alive, deception tied not only to ideas, but to spiritual forces, including demonic deception. In Matthew chapter 24 of the Bible, Jesus warns of signs in the heavens that could deceive even the elect if possible. The warning is not only about events, but about their power to mislead perception and belief. In 2 Corinthians chapter 11, Scripture states that Satan himself can appear as an angel of light, presenting deception as something convincing and radiant. This raises a difficult question. If something appears intelligent, advanced, and non-human, how do you determine its true origin? Some researchers argue modern alien narratives may be a cultural translation of ancient spiritual language once used to describe angelic or demonic encounters. Others reject any spiritual framing entirely, insisting the phenomenon is strictly physical and rooted in unknown technology. But even within official investigations, uncertainty remains. A portion of cases still defy classification after years of analysis. Whistleblower claims have added further complexity, suggesting hidden programs and recovered materials, though none have been independently verified. The result is a fragmented reality, where interpretation fills the gaps left by incomplete information. In this environment, belief often forms before evidence is fully understood. A scientific worldview tends to favor extraterrestrial or technological explanations. A theological worldview considers spiritual deception, including the possibility of demonic influence behind what appears physical. This is why the debate is no longer just about objects in the sky. It is about the framework used to interpret reality itself. If these encounters are real and persistent, humanity is being forced to define what kind of universe it lives in, one that is purely physical, or one where unseen spiritual forces may intersect with what we observe. Ancient texts describe encounters, visions, and deceptive manifestations that challenge human perception of reality. Today, those categories are being revisited in light of modern aerial phenomena. The question becomes unavoidable. If these are not extraterrestrial visitors, and not simply human technology, what remains? This is where the tension between alien hypothesis, technological theory, and demonic interpretation becomes unavoidable. Because the greatest uncertainty is not what is in the sky. It is what we assume it must be when we look at it. So the question remains for you watching. When you hear about UFOs, UAPs, and unexplained encounters, do you believe we are looking at extraterrestrial intelligence, hidden human technology, or something spiritual involving deception, even what Scripture would describe in demonic terms? Leave your thoughts in the comments below.